Thank you. It's really my honor to be with my friends, my colleagues, and my family. I believe that I deal with India as a second home. So my home away from home, as the big family I have in India. Many friends all around India, starting from Bombay, Pune, Chennai, Kerala. I have many friends all around India. So I believe that India is my second home, and it's my honor to be among the Indian. And it's a great honor to be with our sons and daughters, the students, who they are the generation of the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We will start with our session, Dr. Ghassan, with your permission.
Please do.
As you are a tourism expert, and everybody likes to travel, everybody wants to explore different parts of the globe. So I just want to ask you that what is the concept of tourism and how tourism started in this world?
Simply, we can say that tourism identified at the beginning that traveling from the home, from the place where the people live, to another place for leisure, for fun, for 24 hours and more and less than 1 year. Now, nowadays, it became more than that definition, and many other types of tourism started around the world. I don't know, can you hear me? Because here the photo disappeared. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear, I guess.
Okay, good.
We can hear you.
Good. So now tourism started, let us say that tourism started as early as the mankind exist on earth. And they were start traveling for different purposes. Mainly it was not called tourism. But after the Industrial Revolution, the people start having it as one of the main needs of life. As Maslow pyramid, the people, they were in need for food and shelter and protection, safety. I believe that now tourism became one of the needs. It's not luxurious. It's not for the rich people. It is not for the people who they have money. So it is started with the mankind as first as exist. And we can talk about, for example, about the Silk Road between the continents, between our country, Jordan, the Hashemite kingdom of Jordan, and India. And let me tell you something, that in Jordan, or in Arabic language, we have the word for the spices. In Arabic language, we have the word tawabil, but the common word we use, it is bharat. Bharat, you the Indian, you know exactly what bharat is. So it is from India, from Bharata. Yeah, so that's how it started. And I believe that tourism, the first thing the people done without calling it tourism, they call it traveling. And I can even call the shepherds who they were travel looking for food for their animals, to feed their animals. They were tourists because they were looking for the areas where they are walking through. And the best tourists who they walk in the areas. By walking, they could know and they could see and they could explore everything around. They can see the rivers, they can see the mountains, they can see the remains, they can find the ruins. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you have the same word, Bharat. So Bharat is the another name of India.
Yeah, Bharata.
Yes. So many similarities. I think so many more we are going to come across by talking to you. And I can see a flag behind you of India.
Yes, of course, because it is, as I said, that it is my second home. It is part. You can see our flag, Jordan flag. And you can see also the Indian flag. So it has been gifted to me when I visited Taj Mahal. In Taj Mahal, our guide there, Mr. Khan, Imran Khan, he wanted to give me something. He gave me a small gift from Taj Mahal, an example, small sample of Taj Mahal, small souvenir. And also he gave me the flag of India, which is really very happy, very very pleasant gift has been given by an Indian to Jordanian. As same as when I work as a tour guide, the best thing I offer to our visitors is the pin flag of Jordan, just to show that we deal with them as ambassadors. So by having the Indian flag, it means that I am the ambassador of India. And I was always talking about India wherever I go. Yeah.
Happy to know about it.
Thank
So
you.
you just told me how tourism started, so it's when the traveling had started and all that. Are there any types of tourism?
Excuse me?
Are there any types of tourism?
Yes, when we talk about tourism, we talk about either domestic travel or outbound or inbound. Now, when we talk about domestic tourism, it is the most important. If you want to have a good, strong, big industry of tourism, it's supposed to be started by the locals. By the locals, when they travel in the country, inside the country, they could explore, they could know while they are traveling, or when they have their friends all around the globe, they could talk about their country. So this is the beginning and this is the base. The basic for tourism for any country is just to start with the domestic travel, domestic tourism. And then we have outbound. Outbound, that the people from the country, when they travel to another country, for example, when I come from Jordan, when I travel from Jordan to India, of course you will ask me, and the Indian, my friends, my colleagues, they will ask me, what is Jordan? Where is Jordan? Are you kingdom? Are you republic? Are you state? Are you, what kind of country are you? Are you rich? Are you petroleum country? Of course not. We are not petroleum country. We are a poor, we are poor country. We don't have oil. We don't have even water. So this is the outbound. Now the inbound, that when we invite the visitors, when the tourists came from all around the world to Jordan, then that's the outbound. That's the outbound. The inbound tourism. So we are glad that people come from all around the world to visit Jordan, and you are happy with having tourists from all around the world visiting India.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the types of tourism, and of course there is some other categories when we talk about inbound. Then we have the needs of the visitors, and it's different from one person to another. We have different types, different kinds. We have cultural tourism, we have medical tourism, we have faith tourism, we have special events, we have many different types. And recently the people, they start creating a new different kinds of tourism. For example, crisis tourism. This is one of the newest kind of tourism, which is especially for the people who they are involved in politics or an environment in specific.
Okay. Okay. Good. Great to know about it. So, do you think that tourism industry is shared to the economy of any country?
This is really very important question, because I believe that tourism as a clean, fast growing industry, it's generating many jobs for the people, and also it is a clean, big money comes to the countries, and it is the contribution, for example, for Jordan. Let me just check the numbers to give you the exact numbers. For example, in Jordan, in 2019, it was about $6 billion, $6 billion from tourism, which it make about 14% of our economy, of our GDP. And for India, for example, it became, let me just search the numbers. The number for India. Yeah, for India, for example, tourism in 2018 generated 240 billion US dollar, which it was 9.2 of the GDP for India. So shows the importance of tourism for countries,
Great.
especially for the third world countries. Because, for example, the Gulf states, they have petrol. We don't have petrol in Jordan. In India, you are a big nation, great nation. You have a lot of things. When tourism itself make 9.2 out of your GDP, that's really great. And it's supported about 42 or 43 million jobs in India. And of course, which is 8.16 of the total employment in India. So in India, you have more than 8% of the workers of the working power work in tourism. So that's great for the countries, and that's the contribution of tourism in the economy of the countries.
Okay, thank you. What are the different sectors within the tourism? Like you just told me about it affects how much it is important for the economy of any country. So
No.
what are the different sectors involved in tourism?
Okay, now in tourism, we have direct impact and indirect impact. We have direct people who they are working in tourism, same like, for example, the travel agents, tour operators, hotels, airlines, guides, tour guides, souvenir shops, and the workers of souvenirs who they are making those nice souvenirs to be bought from them. So those are the direct, and the transportation, of course, including the airplanes and the buses and the rent-a-car companies. And in some countries, same like in India, for example, you have the rickshaw. Those are small cars. Yeah, those are really nice. And me, myself, I enjoyed a lot. Each time I come to India, I just try to try it and to enjoy that tour with something strange. I mean, we don't have it in Jordan, but you have it in India. Also, the owners of the animals. In Jordan, we use, for example, at the desert area, we use camels. And in the city of Petra, we have horses and chariots, carriages pulled by horses. Now in India, for example, you have elephant and you have some other people working in that with the, so those are the owners of the animals. Now this is the direct impact. Those are the direct people working in the field of tourism. But of course, there is many others who they are getting the benefit. For example, when I came to India, my colleagues, they asked me to bring them sari, the Indian sari. So that's strange. Now when I went to the shops, I don't know how it is sold. Is it by color? Is there a fashion for that? Is there special occasion to wear the sari? So those are the people who they are selling the normal, typical things for the locals, which is sold for the others. Those are the indirect. Also in Jordan, and as same as maybe in India, there is some people who they are preparing food, home food. So those are indirect. In Jordan, we have many of the tourists nowadays, they don't like to, or they prefer to try at least once to have a dinner or lunch in one of the local houses, either in India or in Jordan or in any other place. So when I go to States, for example, I know that I can have the hamburger, I can have the pizza at the restaurant, but really I would like to try the turkey in their houses because this is their traditional dish. Yeah. So this is another part of people who they are indirect involved in tourism. And there is many other small shops, small salespeople, small vendors who they are selling ice cream, they are selling nuts, they are selling such a thing. Those are also the people who they get the benefit out of tourism. So that's why when tourism collapsed or dropped down, all of those will be infected. Now the big companies, same like the airlines, they lose by billions, but those people they lose by rupiah, by dollar, and what make no difference for the rich people, it make a big difference for those small people, for example, selling popcorn or selling nuts or selling balloons or selling ice cream. So each rupiah make a difference for them. That's why the effect of tourism is big and great on the sector of tourism.
Right. So there are different sectors which are dependent upon tourism, like transportation, accommodation, local people, food and beverages, entertainment, as you can explain very well. And the sari, really, you purchased the sari then?
Yeah, I bought two sari for my niece, and I bought one sari for the wife of my colleague, and I bought two. When I bought them, I don't know for whom it will go, but when I reach Amman, you know, it's a common habit among the Arab wherever you go. Not only the Arab, but also for the Indian. Wherever you go, you bring some souvenirs and some things from the local to your family. So I brought them to Jordan, and it goes to to nice girls who they wear it, and they are very happy with it.
Okay, great to know about our Indian saris.
Yeah, so next time maybe you can help me by choosing which is the new fashion to
Yeah, definitely. Okay. When tourism comes in mind, the one most important thing comes in the seven wonders of the world. And
Yeah.
seven wonders, everybody has the dream to go and visit the seven wonders of the world. And luckily, the Jordan has one wonder and India has one wonder, that is Taj Mahal. So the one thing is common, that from the seven wonders of the world, both the countries have two wonders which we are of the world are there with us. So can you want to comment on seven wonders, and especially the two beautiful wonders, which is one in Jordan and one in India?
You know, it's really great to have one of the seven wonders in our country and in your country, and that's by itself make a good and great promotion for the country itself. Now we have a day to celebrate, which it was the 7th of July 2007. So they have chosen, that was the last contest for the seven wonders. And yes, they have chosen Petra in Jordan. And as a result of that, the number of the visitors increased. Sorry, the low battery, I will connect my battery with the battery charge, okay? So we start having more visitors. We start having more visitors for Petra, and the number of visitors increased